Nevada's Area 51 was not only the subject of government conspiracy theories, it was now, officially, her new home. A good hour before sunrise, Cassandra Powell pulled into the military parking lot outside the launch pad leading to the top-secret underground facilities where the launch of the Project Zodius G-Tech Super Soldier program was a year underway. The ride from her new on-base housing had been a whopping 3 minutes, which, considering the inhuman hours the military favored, she could deal with. The simplicity of a standard green army skirt and jacket, required despite her contract status, seemed to be working for her as well. The cardboard bed, not so much. It had, however, made a great desk for her laptop and all-night reading. And considering she was only 3 days on the job, taking over for the former head of clinical psychology who transferred to another department, she had plenty of work to do. The prior department head hadn't done 1/4 of the studies that Cassandra deemed critical to properly evaluate these soldiers. And while the counseling aspect fell outside her clinical role, she wasn't pleased with what was being offered. She'd certainly be nudging her way into that territory. Files in hand, she exited her red Volkswagen Beetle and pushed the door shut with a flick of her hip. She walked all of 2 steps when the wind whipped into high gear, fluttering her suit jacket at her hips and tearing to pieces the blonde knot tied at her nape. She shoved at the loose locks of hair and drew to a shocked halt, blinking in disbelief as 4 men dressed in black fatigues materialized in a rush of hot August wind at the other side of the long parking lot next to the elevator. She drew a breath and forced it out, trying to calm the thunder of her heart pounding in her chest. Apparently, she wasn't quite as prepared for the phenomenon of G-Tech super soldiers as she'd thought she was. Or at least not this skill, her piles of paperwork referred to as wind walking. It was one thing to be inhumanly strong and fast, even to be immune to human disease, but to be able to travel with the wind was downright spooky. And suddenly, so was the dark parking lot as the 4 men disappeared into the elevator.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.